Getting a few of these fighter jets flying over here. Let's have a look at this haggis. I'm not a huge fan of haggis, but it doesn't stop me eating everything. We're in Ambleside, in the Lake District, Cumbria. And we thought we'd come up here. It's a beautiful day. We might spend a couple of days up here. We'll have to have a little look because there's a couple of chippies we want to have a look at. Yeah, this is Walnut Fish Bar. Now, it's in the town. It's very hard to park. We've had to come out of the town with it just so that we could do this review. But it's not easy in there. So what have we got? What did you say you want me to try first?
That one.
This one. Try this.
Haggis and black pudding.
Right, okay. We've got nice packaging. I like cardboard packaging. Get it out in the sun here. One of these is black pudding and the other one is haggis. Now, I'm not a fan of haggis, battered haggis. I do like it sometimes, but it just depends what's in it because it's not always the same. Everybody seems to have a different mixture. So let's get this knife on here and we're going to cut a little bit of the end of this off. So we're looking at black pudding here. And how's that look? That looks actually all right. Now, I am a sucker for black pudding. We have black pudding most days for breakfast. We'll have a couple of slices of black pudding and we'll have a little lightly fried egg on it, usually in butter or olive oil. And that'll do us then till tea time. And we do try to eat like that most days. We sort of do away with the breads and the sugars and things like that. Yeah, that is really nice. And there's plenty of it. Look at that. Yeah, that's really tasty. I just had to jump up a minute there because I had the news in my ear. I have a hearing aid. I have two, in case you've not noticed before. From my life in the building trade, where we never used to use ear muffs and things like that. Let's have a look at this haggis. Now, like I say, I'm not a huge fan of haggis, but it doesn't stop me eating everything. Certainly smells the part. You know, that's really tasty. The texture's just nice. And it's got a little kick, a little spicy kick to it. And again, there's no skimping there. They have them in the shop. Oh, they look good. And they batter them fresh. They're not already battered. They'll just get the black pudding and they'll batter it there and then. So it's all done fresh like that. Let me tip these out of here. Well, that looks great, doesn't it? Price-wise, given we're in the heart of the Lake District here and it's in the town centre, so there's a lot of tourism going through it, in and out of here. It's £9.50 for the fish and it's £5 for the chips. £2 each for each of these. So, no, it's not the cheapest. This little lot here came to £20. We're in a really hot tourist spot right now and I want to get cracking on this. So let's break this open. Okay. Batter's a little bit heavy there, straight off. Yeah. Quite oily. But the fish has got a lovely flavour. Yeah, that batter, a bit on the thick side, and a bit on the oily side. The fish has got nice flavour. The batter, not so much. Let's just get this onto here. Let's go with these chips. Chips are quite nice. Let's go with some more of this fish. Fish is nice, but the batter's spoiling it. I think that batter needs a little bit more TLC. Let's try their mushy peas. They look nice, don't they? Not overly green. Nice and thick. We've got the peel test. I think I'd rather they left out the seasoning. But at the same time, they're okay. Let's go with this curry. Oh, that looks interesting. Nice and smooth. Lots of little bits going on in there. I'll go with a bit of pepper and all sorts going in there. A bit of chilli. Very spicy. Very Indian curry, powdery kind of taste going on in there. I almost got a bit of aniseed then. I don't know where that would have come from. Try a bit more of this batter in here. Yeah, I like that curry. Let's have a look at this gravy. Looks like a nice gravy. Yeah, that's got a really beefy flavour, which is what you'd want from a beefy gravy. But for haddock, chips and gravy, them three little extras there, little sides, over £20. So I personally don't think that's good value. I did like the black pudding and the haggis though, has to be said. But for the rest of it, shame about that batter. I'll make the most of this day, maybe go and have a coffee or something. It's beautiful here. You really had to get up here into Lake District if you haven't been. And for all those people who arrive in London and thinking they've seen the UK because they've been to London, get yourself out of there. Go and see England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. Go and see it all. Right, okay. So I'm going to have a look, a low review, somewhere in the middle, a high review, and then mine. So we'll see you there. So like I was saying as well in the video, there's a lot of buzzing with the fighter jet going through and really quite low. So I think, you know, if you've got a drone in the air, you know, you really want to be careful where you put that drone. 1 star. Quality and service has gone downhill, whilst prices have rocketed £5 for a small tray of chips. £2 for a tub of curry. I want a bite to eat. I'm not looking to take out a payment plan. Now this is the theme throughout the Lake District. Well, throughout the major towns along the lakes. It's not cheap. There's nothing really cheap about it. And that's not just this place. This is, from my experience, it's all of them. 3 star. Food was nice. We ordered 2 fish and chips, 1 curry sauce and 2 cans of Coke. It came to £27.95. And then they added £3 card payment charge on. So be careful if paying by card. Slightly overpriced and unfair to add a card payment charge on. 5 star. A no-frills traditional chippy with a place to sit inside if needed. Priced for the tourist market, but options are good. Mine, 3 stars. Ambleside is a stunning town with numerous shops, restaurants and cafes. We called into the Walnut fish bar as it looked great from the outside and was beautifully presented. It was spotlessly clean and tidy, with dining available inside. The staff were polite and busy. I ordered haddock and chips, with the batter on the fish being quite heavy and a little oily. The haddock itself was nice, though not packed with flavour. The chips were decent, and there were plenty of them, though I didn't feel the fish and chips warranted the relatively high price. The mushy peas were thick and well made. I preferred my peas unseasoned, but they were not bad at all. The gravy and curry sauce had a good consistency, with the curry in particular being deliciously spicy. The real stars were the battered haggis and battered black pudding. Both came in thick sausage shapes and were very tasty. The batter on these wasn't as dense or oily as it was on the fish, which made for a much more enjoyable experience. The battered haggis was so good that we returned a few days later for another, and we'd happily go back again if we're in the area for more of that haggis. And the black pudding, absolutely lovely. It wasn't as awful heavy as traditional haggis, which I think would definitely appeal to more tourists' palates. Cooking in oil, payment cash or card, hygiene rating 4, fish reviewed, haddock. See you on the next one.
Oh, na na na, it's the Chippy Tour, cruising the coast, canning ore. With every bite, I'm loving it more. Saving the chippies, that's what I'm for. Yo, I hit the road, got salt in my veins. From London to Scotland, through sunshine and rain. Fish and chips in my hand, it's a noble quest. Supporting the classics, yeah, I'm doing my best. Met a bloke in Troon with a tempura squid. A castle in Wales where I had my bid. From mushy piece of battered Mars bar. A culinary Johnny, I'm a food rock star. I'm the Chippy Tour, tasting it all. Beef fritter scraps, yeah, I answer the call. Savory scallops, deep fried dreams, keeping chippies alive, that's my team. Biggest fish, battered sausage on a roll. Fish cakes so good they'll nourish your soul. Squid so crispy, prawns in a crunch. A battered mushroom makes the perfect brunch.